Hi guys, Richard FLD here. Bit of a different video today. I've got a bit of a delivery. So I've just put an order in from Overclockers, and today I'm going to be building a new computer. This is my current setup. I've got a computer down there. It's not a bad computer, it's done alright. It's got a 970 in it, an i7 3770K, but it's just it's just starting to get a bit dated now. The motherboard was originally for the 2600K, which was back in 2011, so it's done alright. It's still quite a stout setup. I will be keeping that computer, but today we have some new stuff, so let's get unboxing. So let's have a look at what we've got. So what I've got here is the Phanteks Enthoo Evolve case. It was a bit of a toss-up actually between this and the Corsair 500D. I actually went for this because I didn't like what my one here is like, the more or less open top on these Corsair cases. Which is great if you've got a radiator, liquid cooling radiator blowing out, which you can still do with this, but I'm not going liquid cooling. So I don't want too much vent in the top because I want to get as much pressure going through the case as possible because I'm going air cooling. So I'm going to go for a positive pressure setup in this case. So I'm going to have 3 fans in the front, I'm going to have my air cooler, 1 fan at the back, and I might have 1 fan blowing down, and obviously you'll have the graphics card, but that's something I can fine tune later on. And also I love the layout in this case. And also an added bonus, in the back it has a built-in fan speed controller over PWM. So I can control my fans however I want. So if I want it quieter or louder, I can fine tune, and that's brilliant. These are the fans I've gone for. It was more of a decision on the case I was going for as to which fans I got, because the fan controller on this is a 3-pin controller. Normally I'd go with Noctuas or the Corsair. I've forgotten what they are. There's some other ones which I like, but these are 3-pin fans. Now you can get adapters and you can do other stuff, but just for ease of installation I've gone for these, and I've actually got these in that case anyway, and I found these to be brilliant. So I've got 6 of those. The motherboard which I'm using is the Gigabyte Aorus Z370. Can't really see a lot with the film on there. And the processor I've got to go in it is the i7-8700K. It's a 6-core. It's got a base clock of 3700, I think. Yeah, 3.7, but I will be able to get that up to 4.7, 4.8 on air quite happily. So that's that. The cooler I've gone for is the Cryorig. You'll have to forgive me, I can't actually remember what the model is. I'm pretty sure it's the R1. Yeah, R1 Universal. I was going to go for the other R1, but the problem is I've gone for a 4x8 setup of Kingston HyperX Predator RAM. Now, because all the RAM slots are going to be occupied, and this is Tor RAM, the R1 Ultimate overhangs quite considerably, and I would not be able to go with this setup. So yeah, the universal, I'll just pull it out. Oops. I'll show you later. It's got a smaller fan on front and it's set back, so you don't have the issue of it overhanging the RAM. And these are just some custom covers to match the colour for that. Obviously I've got the processor. Storage, I've gone for an NVMe SSD 960 Pro M.2 drive. That's going to be my main drive. Somewhere. For general storage, I've gone for an 860 Evo SSD, 1TB. So all my storage is going to be SSD or NVMe. I've recently installed myself a 4-bay NAS down there, so my storage solutions are perfectly adequate now. I've gone for some Conductor Naught, thermal compound, thermal grizzly, because every little helps. Gone for a Corsair RM850i power supply, but actually I might take the power supply out of that because I have a 1000-watt power supply in there, which will be better suited to this. Because now I was going to wait for Nvidia Volta to come out, but to be honest, I've been wanting to upgrade for so long, and who knows when Nvidia Volta's coming out because of the situation at the minute with Bitcoin mining. They're selling so many 1080s and other things at the minute that it would just not be, well, it'd just be a bad business choice for them to bring Volta out at the minute while all their other cards are selling so well. So I think we're going to have to wait for all that to settle down before Volta comes out. So I've gone for the Zotac GeForce GTX 1080 Ti AMP Extreme Core Edition. One of the reasons is this is going to be more than plenty for what I want now. And a year or two down the line, if Volta is out, these maybe might have come down in price, and if I do need a bit of extra boost, I can always just slot another one of those in. So yeah, that's my system. I've got a copy of Windows 10 Home on a USB stick because no CD drive. So yep, that's that. Now I've just got to get building. The fun begins. Right, so here I am. I've got both sides of my case off, so I've got clear access all around the sides. That's the fan controller I was talking about earlier. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to lay the case over and start installing the motherboard. So that's my next step. Oh, okay. So now I've got the motherboard in, and I've also installed my 3 fans in the front, which if I knew what I knew now, I would probably go with 2 140s in there, which it did come with, but I never trust the quality of fans that come with cases. But the main reason I've gone for 3 in the front is because I want to get a lot of air pressure in this case. And you can do that with 2 120s, but when you've got 3, you can do that with 2 140s, but when you've got 3 120s, you've got so much more fan area there. You can run them slower, which means quieter, and you're still getting that volume of air in there. The other thing was, these Corsair fans, the cables on them are not anywhere near long enough. So I'm going to have to get some cable extenders around the back to tidy it up. They're all plugged in, but I want to be tidy. So anyway, that's done. Yeah, now I'm going to install my CPU. So that's my next step. Okay, there we are with the processor installed. My next job now is to install my cooler. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to put my RAM in, and yeah, then we go from there. Then I'll use my paste, and there's a variety of different methods. This isn't really a how-to as such. This is just a video on my build more than anything. So there's different ways of applying the paste. Search online, and just choose whatever you think is right. So yeah, RAM in, and then cooler. So cooler. Holy crap! This thing It's massive. Look at the size of it. I didn't actually realise this thing was going to be this big. Hopefully it'll fit. We shall see. Okay guys, as we can see, this thing is freaking massive. Luckily though, it does indeed clear the RAM and the I/O shield at the back there, the plate. I was worried I was going to have to take that off, but it seems to be okay. Once I get the mounting bracket on, it will also sit a little bit higher, and it just about clears inside the case as well. I didn't expect it was going to be that big. But hey ho, it fits. Okay, so there we are, we've got the cooler in. CPU's all pasted up. Just enough clearance there for the RAM. It's looking pretty good. I took the white trim off it. I don't know actually, I think the white trim might go, but we'll keep it black for now. So next step, install the M.2 drive, graphics card, and everything here is done. It's just setting a couple of fans, power supply, connect everything up, and we're good to go. Well, hey. Ooh yeah, now we're starting to get somewhere. The 1080 Ti is in, processor's in, RAM's in. So next step is fan, PSU, wire everything up. Got all these to do down here. Then I still have somewhere too many boxes of things. I have a SSD somewhere. Anyway, yeah, I have an SSD somewhere, which will go on the back of here. So all you'll see is that as it is now. No cables, no nothing. It'll all be nice and tidy. So yeah, next step. So here we are. This is the back side all done. All cabled up. Shame about these fans. I was going to run them all around properly, but I'll have to get some extension leads for them. But this side is all done. Now if I just pause here. Here we are around the other side. I don't think I've done too bad a job there. I've put one of the original 140 fans back in because the size of that cooler and the amount of air that will be chucking out. I really need some good extraction there. I will probably get one of the 140 versions of the fans I've put in there, but that'll be for another day. I'm going to stick with the black trim for now. I've still got the white trim in there. I might actually put the white trim in. Depends what it looks like when it's all lit up. But I've not gone for RGB because, quite frankly, I think RGB is really tacky. And I'm not really going to be looking at it that much, so it doesn't really bother me, but it's a nice tidy install. I'm just going to have a quick look over and make sure everything's good, and then say goodbye to that beast. So guys, here we are, all present and accounted for. Now for the moment of truth. This is my old computer. Motherboard's done alright actually. It's quite an old one. Like I said, I had that with a 2600K, so that's quite a while ago. I mean, even with this, it was overclocked to 4.6, and even on that old air cooler, it did remarkably well with GTX 970. And at some point in the future, if I do go SLI, I'll be taking that out. So these are damn good clean, but this is always the exciting bit. That's got some flashes on the back. Ooh. we have a light. Oh yeah. But will we post? Come on, you. And it's not that loud. Oh wow, that does look pretty sick. Yes, we have post. We turn the lights out. That actually looks quite pretty good in there. So, happy days. Didn't take me too long really. So, now I just need to install everything again and I'm away. Yeah, it looks pretty badass. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you want to know anything on this build, let me know. As always, if you like, then give us a like, rate, and if you feel so inclined, give us a comment. I'm going to install Windows and get myself going and play some games. Catch you later guys.